Will the market go up or down? Should you lock in or float? Find out this and more with Master of the Markets, hosted by Barry Habib of MBS Highway. Brought to you by Caliber Home Loans. At Caliber Wholesale, our products make us different, and our people make us great. Caliber Home Loans Incorporated is an industry product leader with a full offering of core conventional and government products, coupled with our innovative non-agency portfolio lending products. Contact us to learn more.
Welcome to another edition of Master of the Markets. I'm Barry Habib at MBS Highway. This is created exclusively for Mortgage News Network, and it's brought to you by our friends at Caliber Home Loans. Had an interesting week last week, specifically with real estate showing strength in the real estate and housing market. Once again, low inventory. I've got to tell you, we're going to get more data on housing this week, and I expect the data over the next few months to come in really strong. And that leads to the main focus today, is that I believe that this is an ideal time to purchase a home. Yes, I know that inventory levels are tight. I know it can be difficult. I know that you either have to come in many times at full asking price or even above asking price. But is it worth it to do so? Well, I believe in many cases it can be, because I feel this is an ideal time to make the purchase. Let's understand why. First, from an interest rate standpoint. Interest rates just hit our target last week of 2.18% on the 10-year Treasury, bringing mortgage rates to their lowest levels of the year. You remember we had talked about this for a while. We thought this would happen. The thing of it is, I feel that there's a good probability that from these levels, the 10-year Treasury will bounce a little bit higher. And depending on what the economic data is, of course, in stock market activity, we may come back to touch the levels of 2.18, but I think it's going to be difficult to move meaningfully below that level. That was our bottom target, and we've hit that. Now, that tells us from an interest rate standpoint, this is a very good time to be looking at a purchase. But in addition to that, what about later on in the year? What other events are unfolding? Well, just last week, more Fed members chiming in that $1.8 trillion of mortgage-backed securities that they're holding might start to run off because they may not come back and buy reinvestments of people when they pay off their mortgage or the normal principal payments that they make. You know, when you pay off a loan from a refi, when you pay off a loan from a sale of a home, that money is being reinvested by the Fed so they can keep that $1.8 trillion in mortgage bonds that they're holding. But if they're not going to be doing that, you'll take the biggest buyer of mortgage bonds, somewhere between $20 billion and $40 billion a month, out of the market. Has to lead towards a little bit higher rates. How much higher? Maybe 3/8, maybe 0.5% towards the second half of this year. And that means that this could be a great time from an interest rate standpoint to purchase. Additionally, we know that there's something called the spring home buying season. Why is that the case? Well, because when we take a look at what individuals and families would like to do with children, is they'd like to consummate the transaction ideally over the summer months, so that their children don't have to enter the school year in the midst of the school year. It's a bit disruptive, and we all remember from our childhood that sometimes kids could be a little bit difficult on somebody who comes in that's new. So it's a little easier when that transition's done over the summer, so they start in the fall session nice and fresh with a group of children. So we anticipate shopping and buying and contracts to tick up over the next couple of months so that those transactions can close over the summer. That means that home prices will go up. And if you take a look at the forecasted appreciation, now at MBS Highway, if you're not a member already, you need to get on, because we'll give you a real estate report card that shows you every area around the country, how it's performing. Share that with your real estate agents, share that with your customers. But here's just a quick snapshot of a broader scope. Now, we can show you every single area within the country, every single town. But on a broader level, let's take a look at the forecasted rate of appreciation for the United States. Is 4.33. But take a look at your individual market, and what you'll see is many areas are expected to move up over the next year quite significantly. I mean, if you're listening to this in California, 9.8% over the next year, Florida 6%. I mean, you look around the country, many areas around the country with pretty significant rates of appreciation. And if you take a look at what that means, for example, on a $400,000 home, 6%, that's $24,000. You know, in California, homes are valued quite high. If that does go up 10% as forecast, you think about what that means to the customer and the opportunity they'd miss out right now. So Talk to your real estate agents, talk to your customers, share this information. Of course, at MBS Highway, if you have, you can export all this stuff, co-brand it with your realtor, put your picture on it. Make sure you take advantage of the tools that you need to be competitive. Refinances are down 42% year over year, with interest rates only being up 0.3%. If interest rates move up more, refinances will be even less abundant, and then you'll have to really focus on purchases in a more competitive market. Give yourself every tool. Give real estate agents every help that they can to sell that home. Talk to you next week. And if you haven't done so already, sign up with MBS Highway or at least take us up on a free trial. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Your reputation with your referring business partners depends largely on the lenders you recommend. This is why you'll want to choose a partner who shares your commitment to customer service. At Caliber Home Loans, our products make us different and our people make us great. I'm a leading product innovator. In addition to our core conventional, government, and jumbo loans, we've created our own non-agency portfolio lending products. These enable you to assist creditworthy clients who can demonstrate the ability to repay. To learn more, visit us online at caliberwholesale.com.
This is Mortgage News Network.